It's Laura Eubanks of Design for Serenity with your succulent tip of the day and day 3 in South Park / Golden Hill. All right, so lots done today. We completed the planting. Greg has got the lights strung. We're prepping for the subterranean drip irrigation tomorrow. But today, there's so much that goes into these installations that is so above and beyond what you realize if you're not here on the day to day. There's so much. Like, for example, in this parking strip here, there haven't been that many fundamental changes in here. Fundamental changes. However, we weeded thoroughly. We trenched along the edges, had to dispose of extra soil because we're going to be top dressing. We don't want the rock to, fall over into the street or onto the sidewalk. So trenching, weeding, moving soil, pulling up all the flagstones and resetting them, staging, rubble, pots, limbing up and shaping these beautiful crassulas that have been here for decades, I'm sure.
This is Crosby's Compact?
Yeah, this is Crosby's Compact, and then there's just the standard. Well, this looks like a Crosby's too. How fascinating. No, it's not, right? No, yes, no?
I mean, they have the same flower. Yeah,
they do. I think it is. However, why is this one blooming and that one?
That one is.
Well, a little over here. Microclimates. Look at that. Just a little bit of bloom there, but bloomless over here. Interesting. Of course, and then we also had to move off the equivalent of probably a half a yard or more of round river rock, which we, schlepped here, there, and everywhere to use it up. And these barrels, you'll note that there's some barrels in the parking strip too. Another challenge is this is not irrigated. It never has been. So I didn't want to add any plant material that wasn't going to survive the summer. So she had some little barrels in her garden and I repurposed them. There's one right there. Design tip, pro tip. When in doubt, barrel it out. That's right. I mean, it's everywhere. Every single place I've had a design challenge is like, I've got this tricky spot, barrel cactus every single time. They don't need water, and as long as you don't get hard freezes, they don't need anything. So, yay, barrel cactus. These terracotta pots were so inspiring that I added some more over on the other side. The client has done these herself, and they're just adorable. Take a look at the saguaro talavera from Planter's Paradise. We will be literally mortaring those into the ground, all the talavera pieces. This is a fairly busy corner lot. Lots of traffic, and our client's concerned. She doesn't want anybody walking off with her talavera. So we're going to make it really hard. Look at this little sublime little tapestry that Hannah did. Isn't that so exquisite? And we were commenting how the Setivaria blue pearls are just absolutely glowing right now. Everything at Oasis. I went to Oasis, met Hannah there this morning to get more plants for tapestry. Everything is looking amazing. The inventory is on point. So if you are an Oasis shopper in Escondido, run, don't walk.
Their big stuff looks really good too.
And, remember this from day one. Remember this stand of attenuata I was just gobsmacked at how many we took out of here. An entire truck. Hannah took them all to her new house. It was an entire truck full of attenuata. And look at how good it looks, right? It just all looks so good. I think these are perfect now. Another spot, another barrel. And this agave bracteosa was here. It was just a giant stand. So we dug it out, broke them all up. A lot of the crew took these home. I also was able to repurpose some of them here in the garden. The same thing here. We had to edge, we had to weed, we had to reset flagstone, we had to stage pots, we had to put in rubble, had to get prepped for our top dressing. But the meat of the day was tapestry. And Mel and Kevin worked on this area that runs from the attenuatas all the way to the path. And I'll just give Hannah a minute so you can really soak it in. I mean, it is exquisite. They did such a beautiful job. Also, take note of the rubble. That's aesthetic, yes, but it's also practical. You know, sometimes when you're tapestrying, don't you find that you get a little stuck? And that's the time when you need to add a rock, just to give the eye a place to rest, you know, just for a little break visually. That's the trick. And another trick is to not plant too many rosettes in a row. You want to break it up with some aloe or some cotyledon or some crassula or something that's, you know, got a little bit of pokiness and structure to it. Our tipped pot, we're going to be backfilling that with fiberglass. You will note the flanking pots have Montrose, Peruvianus Montrose in them, a very slow growing, beautiful cactus. Those will be top dressed as well with fiberglass. Yes, Cullen did a beautiful tapestry back here around the Aluaudia. Basically starts from the blue elf with that standing boulder and just works its way all the way around. Tomorrow, we're gonna, you know, as I said, be working on irrigation. We're supposed to get some rain in the afternoon, so we're gonna come in early tomorrow in the hopes of getting a lot done before the rain starts. We're gonna do chamois beige.
And you've left a lot of space for maintenance too in the middle. So
Yeah, I left, you know, this is the, remember the 3 R's, right? Rocks, repetition, restraint. I was very mindful of restraint, believe it or not, in this garden. There are areas, you know, where there are no plants, and that's on purpose. I want, one, things to have some space to flesh out without, you know, an overabundance of maintenance, but also I just want it to look super intentional. I don't want it to look like, you know, Oasis came here and threw up. So we've got some space, you know, for some breathing room in here. But, you know, just cute little one-offs, like this little Sedum Adolphi right here. Whose idea was that? Was that you, Cully?
Yeah, do you like it?
Yes, I
Okay,
do.
good.
See, I mean, it was just, you know, when you don't have a barrel cactus, bring in a sedum, because there was just a little something needed there, and Cully fixed it. So, you know, that's beautiful. This Cameronii, this is a bush aloe, so, you know, it spreads and it pups. And I typically will use this as a cutting because I just like one Cameronii, but in this case, I kind of want it to spread. Greg's going to do a little repair on the mosaics tomorrow, so don't fret on that. And then over here also, thinned out these attenuatas, planted her plumeria behind them, loving it. And then here is some more of the restraint at the flanks, and then we blew out the front with tapestry once again. And Cully and Hannah were over here on this one all the way through, brought it back up here. Yeah, and then here, this is a kind of a tight corner. We wanted to give cars a chance to not run over the landscape, so we just staged some rubble and a light, and I pushed the barrel cactus back far enough so it wouldn't be a factor in terms of people running it over or stepping on it. Then I did just a little tapestry work right through here. Gordon planted the Kalanchoe orgialis back there. I got some bonus plants from Waterwise. I didn't order the Kalanchoes, but I went ahead and planted them. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 1-gallon cans all crammed together. And it might even be 8, I don't know. But that's some great contrasting copper color. And if they do well there, which I'm hoping they will, it's going to be really beautiful. Yeah, Hannah says it's going to own that spot. So we will need a amazing amount of top dressing because we've got a lot of area still to do. We're going to need a yard. Yeah, we're going to need a yard of top dressing just for the parking strip and this area down here along this drive. You can see that Greg's got lights. Gordon has been helping him with that. He's got some spots. He's got some pathways so that we'll get a beautiful, beautiful presentation of light at night. But yeah, it's going to take all of us to do this irrigation. This is a lot of irrigation tomorrow. So
starting starting early.
Yeah, we're starting early to beat the rain, and we'll see how it goes. So thanks again, everybody, for your wonderfully kind comments, for following, for sharing these videos with your garden-loving friends. And yeah, this is Laura Eubanks of Design for Serenity reporting from South Park / Golden Hill with day 3 and your succulent tip of the day. Bye, guys.